know who Krampus is, we decided to be non-denominational this year and chose an alpine devil Santa named Krampus, who last night was Krampus Day, and apparently he will run through the streets and chase children with rusted chains and bells. So we thought that was very akin to what we like to do here, which is comedy. So we're going to start off with some classic shots in the dark long form. I'm going to need some inputs from you all. The input I'm looking for today is, what kind of Christmas gift do you not want to get? So start yelling things out.
Underwear!
Socks! Passive aggressive letter.
So, we are doing long form based on the input of passive-aggressive letters. Merry Christmas! So, long form, we're going to do some hotspot monologues and then we're going to go into it. So, what's up?
One time, I wrote a very aggressive letter. This one time, I made like this nice taco bowl of chicken and stuff, and I was going to eat it for tomorrow. And then I opened the fridge late one night, and some drunk people got into it. And so
When I was a sophomore, I had a roommate whose roommate actually peed into the fridge after a night of drunken merriment, but he didn't do it just once.
Ned was my roommate junior year. He locked me out in my underwear for 4 hours, and I slept on the floor in the bathroom.
One time I was locked out of my own house, and my parents were off for that night, and I couldn't get into my house, so I had to knock on my neighbor's doors and ask them if I could spend the night, me being this 8-year-old.
My neighbor once asked me inside of her house to fix her bike for her, and it turns out that all her bike actually needed was to be pumped.
My dad decided that the one thing that I did that would make me a man would be to fix a shower head. So he brought me to my grandmother's house in Ohio just so I could learn to fix her shower. So I guess I'm a man now.
I'm not entirely sure what the problem is with my shower head at home, but it wails as if it is haunted, and it does so only...
When I was little, I thought my house was haunted, and I was afraid a ghost was going to come up the stairs and get me. So what I would do was I would wait until my parents were in the bathroom, because that's when it was safe for me to fall asleep while my parents were over there doing their business.
When I was a kid and when I still had infantile memories, apparently I saw the ghost of my dead grandparent, and I said, "Papa," and my parents were both looking just like, "What?"
When I was a kid, and my sister too, whenever our parents would get mad at us, and we were like, "No, like, we're totally right," then we'd be like, "I'm running away," and we'd be like, I'm running away," and they wouldn't stop us.
Apparently one of my quirks as a kid is I always said hi to people, especially if they were homeless, and especially if they were injured in some way. So there was a lady on a stretcher, I'm 2 years old, and I'm, "Hi, I'm Doug." And my neck's broken.
At the elementary school where I work, there is a beautiful dog named Doug, and he's a service dog, and he's 2 years old, and he's about this big, and every single day I come up to him and I say, "Doug, you're the reason I get up in the morning. You're the reason I come to work. Screw those kids, whatever. I'm here for you." And I ask him how the paperwork's going.
All right, son, your mother and I are going to go into the shower, and you're going to go to bed, right?
Yeah! But wait, I have to use the bathroom.
Honey, it's 12.
All of our charts are in there, like with stocks and companies.
Son, this is above you.
We've got a lot of business to do. Are you a shareholder?
Can we bring it up to the board?
Yeah, this is making me pretty
Board? Nope.
Yeah, sorry.
You're gonna piss your pants and go to bed. That's it.
Ask if I can use their bathroom.
The neighbors, they work for Nedcord.
Can I please come come back in the house.
Did you do your homework yet?
No, it's in.
Your homework was to look at some stars.
Done.
How
Nice.
All right. I'm on it.
Thank you.
All right.
Tricked you. It's overcast.
Plus clouds. Yeah.
Sleep. You know what? Read this letter. Read it. Read it. Read it.
You're the worst daughter ever. I hate you. You should probably go to your room and lock yourself in there until the food is ready. How did you? That was really quick.
I used to be a secretary.
You know what?
But you're distracting me from, you never made your bed.
Mom, I don't want to make my bed, okay? I'm gonna run away. I just can't stop. I told my parents I would leave. I just never stop.
You're going in circles. You're not getting anywhere.
I know. I'm not getting anywhere in my life. I'm not.
I ran away from home when I was 3. So I've been doing this a while now. Let me show you. Let me see your bindle. Let me see your bindle. It's the rap job is all right. Let me see. An alarm clock, a book, and one cookie. What were you thinking?
Principal Dog, I have to tell you, I have to tell you, buddy, sir.
Wait, which kid are you? Oh, Steven, right?
Right. I gotta tell you, the kids aren't happy that you threw out all the chocolate milk. They really like the chocolate milk.
It will kill me.
You don't have to drink.
I don't want anything toxic in my school.
Okay. Can we move on to something else on the agenda?
Okay.
Okay. I've got a lease here that I was hoping that you were gonna try and open up a new building.
I see. I just hit all the other leases in the playground. I just dug them up.
Sweet. Hey, Barney, I have a confession.
What's that?
I died 18 years ago. I'm a ghost.
I've been saying hi to you every morning all these years.
I let it happen because I thought it was really nice, but I feel bad because people think you're crazy now.
You don't say anything? How did you even die? Tell me that.
Well, I died because I decided to stay locked in my house and a fire happened. So.
Well, that's actually really sad. And
You can
I'm
tell.
sorry for getting so angry.
You can.
So, see this chart here? The latest profits are up.
They're always up.
Fine, because last quarter, profits were really in the toilet. Occupado. What do you want?
Two of you are in here.
It takes a village. What do you mean?
I need to use the bathroom.
You can go down to the boiler room / war room.
Sweet.
Hi there. Are you also homeless? I'm 2 years old.
You second one I met this week. Jeez. What week you kids?
I'm the first.
Teddy, what's up? I didn't know you were around here too.
Yeah, I've been just working the circuit.
Yeah.
What drove you guys away? I mean, you gotta have a good reason to run away. I mean,
I got locked out. My keys, I always leave them.
you can call somebody.
I always leave them locked in the
I couldn't
car.
go to the bathroom. There simply was no room.
Sweet. George, I gotta tell you, I'm looking at this homework paper, and I swear you copied it off of somewhere else.
Oh.
This looks nothing like the Big Dipper. This is astrology class, and you just drew an actual spoon. Like this.
Mr. Wigington, it's fine. I ate his homework.
Principal Dog, I'm sorry, can we have a moment alone? Principal Dog.
Pat me. Pat me.
Principal Dog.
Yes.
I feel like we've got a chain of command here that we need to respect. And
But I
sir,
peed on every corner of the building. It's mine.
along the chain here, and I feel like we got to get you back on the leash, or you're just gonna be right at me.
Okay, so I fixed all of the sinks in the bathroom, which was one, but
My daughter. You are a man. Honey. Our daughter fixed the bathroom. We can resume our meeting. Get out. Okay.
Too many doors.
She installed so many more. She's a real go-getter.
She's a manly.
I think you should promote her and let her in.
Dear Mom and Dad, 30 years ago, you kicked me out and left me in the cold to tell me to go look at stars. And every night I've looked at those stars and wondered if there is a God. And if he might let me back into the house where it looks warm. Dear worthless son.
Oh, it's me again.
Okay. I got some bad news, so I'm just gonna give you. Here's a treat. Keep smoking. Sit.
Put it on my nose.
See, that was a test. And
It's the last time I'm on my knees for you, Vice Principal.
we're more than letting you go. We brought in your replacement, Principal Tortoise.
Principal Tortoise?
Yeah.
He hasn't got anything done in years.
Sniff the kids' butts, which is the problem at the core of the whole thing.
I have 1 billion smell receptors.
Well, not all of us have that luxury, all right? We don't like that really pretentious attitude.
Sweet.
Hi, guys.
My daughter, did you leave me this note?
Maybe.
Okay, when I read this, it brought a tear to my eye.
Good.
A tear of joy. You have truly mastered all that I wanted to teach you.
What are you talking about, Mom?
You left the note, right?
Yeah.
It's the most passive-aggressive note I've ever seen.
Sweet.
This is the first time you're proud
Give me more documents, man. You know we've been inside trading. Occupied.
Hey,
Both
Doug.
of
Hey.
them.
Can I come in?
We are both moving at the same time.
I just need a place to sit down for a second, you guys. You don't have any spare change or anything? I haven't had a solid meal in
Actually,
Sorry, Ned locked me out. I'm sitting here.
actually, we have $10,000 worth of money we're trying to make disappear. So here you go. It's a little bit soggy, and if someone called the IRS comes, just fine.
That's cool. Okay. Thanks for the wet money.
Still have nowhere to sleep.
Just buy a whole house.
That's what money's for.
Okay.
What are you?
Well, I had to pee too. Everybody, we're going to be doing a game called Lazy Box. Lazy Box is a game that requires 4 improvisers, and there are going to be 4 separate scenes, and if you are in the front row right here, like Steven and Doug are right now, you are in a scene together. Now, if I say rotate right, goodness. Now we've got an entirely different scene with 2 completely different improvisers. So, can we rotate back where we were? Rotate left. Awesome. Okay. Now, at some point, things are going to get a little wacky, and I'm going to say chance time. Now, what happened? Inconceivable. It's fantastic. So what I'm going to need for this relationship, Doug and George, is a verb from the audience.
Defenestrate.
Friends. No, not penetrating.
Jamie Garrett.
Pitch. We're going to go with pitch.
It's a pinch.
Pitch. Yeah. Rotate right. Okay. I'm going to need an adjective for their scene.
Slimy. Moist.
Awe-inspiring.
Voluptuous.
Rotate right. For these 2, I'm going to need a noun. Yeah.
Cesspool.
Someone's been saving that one up. Rotate right. And now I'm gonna need a type of nightmare for these two.
Clown.
Having a nightmare about our rhinos. Okay, rotate right. Page. Rotate right. Purple. Rotate right.
A cesspool.
Rotate right.
Nightmare about a rhino.
Rotate right. Lights up.
Dude, my neck.
Let me just try to. Does that work?
Oh, I'm a new man. How'd you get those magic fingers?
Oh, these are miracle mitts. Welcome off of the magical miracle man. Michael.
Gee, Mr. Neighbor. I didn't know he was roaming around our town.
Well, he just left. He's no longer here. He said he's never ever coming back. Are you done making my purple goo for dinner?
Not quite, honey. Almost there. Just gotta be patient. Or that's
Well, I can only wait so long for delicious purple ooze. That is your specialty.
well, it was my grandmother's recipe. It's been passed down for years.
Are you going to tell me the secret ingredient?
No! Never! Never!
I see. Could I just tell it?
Okay.
Rotate right.
Hey, take a hop in the cesspool. The cess is all right. Yeah, you see, it's pretty comfortable.
Honey, why did you bring this?
We never get out enough. I'm loving
really
it,
gross.
honey.
I don't like it at
Look
all.
feel my skin.
Disgusting.
Son, run it through one more time.
So I was in the jungle.
Okay.
It was beautiful. The monkeys were singing.
Well, that's already weird, but continue.
A bird flew over my head when suddenly it shakes. And I feel something in my heart, and I'm not sure what it is, but
Was it a goddamn rhino?
it was a rhino, Dad.
Damn it. We hippos haven't talked to them.
Come on, this is about something else. What is it? I know you love Seth, so.
I got a paper cut, and this is kind of stinging the paper cut.
Honey, I know you get embarrassed. I know you're a publisher. You read a lot of books. You're a professional.
I
When you
don't
get a
want
paper
anyone.
cut-
I don't like. People are gonna think I'm a nerd for having a paper cut.
Just get in the set. No one can see it. No one can know.
Okay, I trust.
Rotate right.
You've been talking to that neighbor rhino boy again?
He's different. He's different. He's my friend.
We don't date rhinos. They're like us, but with this weird shit.
That weird shit makes him special.
Amongst hippos, but amongst rhinos, it's pretty normal.
You don't know him like I do, okay?
I don't know.
You'll
him.
never know him like
Son, how long have you been dating?
a day.
These gloves.
They're taking over you, Mr. Neighbor. Don't touch me, Mr. Neighbor.
I know.
Look at me with your special eyes.
Oh, is the secret ingredient of your purple ooze peppers?
Do you not like peppers?
I hate peppers.
I hate you!
Rhino Boy?
Yeah.
Did he make you that purple goodie?
Yeah, they make it the way I like it, without shitty pepper.
I started with your weird fucking goodie.
That adds to the flavor.
Oh yeah? Yeah? You don't like my green slime?
No, I've always hated your green slime, and I've always hated you.
Oh, did my wife send you over to mix things up? She's always trying to make things exciting for our marriage.
Sir, I would love to mix things up, but the neighbor's just looking at me with these crazy eyes.
Oh, they can come too. The cesspool is pretty big.
Right.
You have dishonored my family and
I know you don't like me dating Rhino, but you know what? It's who I am, and I'm not gonna change for you, Dad.
as long as you like my ooze, I don't really care. Do you wanna taste?
That is disgusting.
No. Ah! The cess is gonna get into the pinch now.
Oh, right. Cess deactivates the
I'm
magic.
just
How could I have been so foolish?
Sir, you disgust me.
Well, I am equally disgusted by you.
Lights down.
Alright, the next game that we have for you guys is a game called Superhero Crisis. It's a game for James, Doug, Steve, and Max. And how this game works is that there is a crisis going on, and so we have a superhero who needs to face it. However, this superhero can't do it on himself, so he needs to bring in his superhero buddies. They are going to name each other as they come in. James will name Doug will name Steve will name Matt, etc. But we need a first superhero. So what is a good name for a superhero?
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Pretty hour talk.
Oh God.
Flowery!
Oh,
Christmas spirit. Crumpet. Crumpet.
We are going to go with the inflatable monster. What a mighty superhero. An inflatable monster. So, what is the crisis that the inflatable monster must defeat or vanquish or battle? Anything?
We're out of tights.
You are out of tights, inflatable monster. All right. This is a big crisis that needs to be solved. So, lights are doing.
Oh no, the balloon signal. I need to get my super suit. Oh no, this is so embarrassing.
I heard there was embarrassment to fight.
Oh, thank heavens you're here. The sniff.
You can actually hear it. I smell it.
That's what you're here for, man. I lost my tights.
I can smell it.
And
There's something on it.
I got a towel. Hold on. So yeah, I mean, do you need like sniff other parts of my clothes, seek it out?
Yeah, like a bloodhound, like a professor dog. I just.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. I'm really just a wall man.
Who told you?
I Miss.
So what seems to be the problem?
Well, I mean, this guy's sniffing out my tights. Meanwhile, the city is burning. It's really all. We need to start.
On the walls, do not rise.
Guys, everything's on fire out here. Can I come in? Guys. I was really concerned.
This one smells kind of good. Alright, you all.
How's it going, Captain?
Oh, Captain Curtains. I'm doing all right, man.
I could build another room with these guys. This is
Get over here.
This is actually going on. Why didn't you introduce me to him sooner?
You're drinking all over each other. Staple.
Oh!
They're too baggy. Wait a second.
They're just tight enough.
I know. This is fantastic. I've got the
Is there anything I can do to help, guys?
Oh, I completely forgot you were here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I smell a couple chunks. I'm gonna leave.
Well, we're gonna go to another house.
What the danger? Are you just gonna leave?
We've got each other.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Love conquers all, guys.
It's curtains for us.
lights down.
This is a new game that we have invented. This is a new game that we've invented, and we invented it during the week that Frankie Muniz was here. So we've called the game Here's to Frankie. The basis of this game is that we are at a wedding, and the best man is ill. He is not present. So we've just taken a waiter, which is, I think, Matt. He left. He is going to be the replacement best man for Frankie's wedding. We are going to be three people that are giving toasts to Frankie. But this guy doesn't know crap about Frankie. He needs to give the last speech of the night. He needs to find out three things, and those are the three things that we are going to get. He needs to know, what is Frankie's job? How did Frankie meet his wife? And how did Frankie propose to her? So first, for Ned, who is Frankie? What is his job?
Rubber nipple salesman.
No! What is Frankie's job? Come on.
Shoe shiner.
Mortician.
Washed up actor. Beer maker. Beer.
Frankie makes tissues. How did Frankie meet his wife?
Banana.
Speed
dating.
She was sitting at the inspector at his factory.
Speed dating. Farmers only.
He met her at the courthouse immediately after her previous divorce. Number 3, how did Frankie propose to his wife?
Skippergram.
Change the score.
He put Jeff Bailey in the ground.
She got the wrong champagne glass.
President Riggs.
I'm going to go with he proposed to her by falling on top of her. So, Frankie is what?
He makes tissues.
He makes tissues. How did he meet his wife?
At the courthouse right after her divorce.
Yes, and how did he propose to her? He fell on top of her. So, we are going to give some speeches, and Matt, who is the replacement best man, will give the final speech to Frankie. So, whenever he gets out. Matt.
Okay, now that everyone is here, please raise your glasses. I would like to make a toast to Frankie.
To Frankie. Frankie.
My name is Francis. I'm Frankie's brother. Give me a second. You know what? This reminds me of when Frankie told me what he wanted to do. He said, you know what? there's a lot of sadness in the world, and I just want to make people feel better. So he spent his life trying to find the softest thing that people could need, and they could be anywhere, but he could just give it to them. But now, I think of him every day I have a cold, and you know what? I think he is the sweetest, most thoughtful person, and gosh, guys, to Frankie.
To Frankie. Frankie.
Order in the ballroom. The Honorable Judge me presiding. I'll make a toast as well. Frankie met his beautiful wife right outside of where I work, and so I got to witness it from my beautiful window. I am a man of law, and I feel as though if the deed is done, then no time should be wasted. And that's what these two lovebirds did. As soon as she was free of her entanglements, they ran into each other, and bam, they were married within a week. I mean, this happened last week. So. Here's to Frankie.
To Frankie!
Frank.
Hello, everybody. You all probably know me. Sir Isaac Newton, IZZ. So I've discovered a couple things over my years. Some things go up and some things go down. There's only one thing more powerful than love, and that's the shit I discovered. It brings people together super fast. And even though there might be some roadblocks in the way that may trip you up, you will always land entangled together forever in matrimony. So when Frankie and his wife decided to do the business, it was very sudden. He just let the earth pull him towards her really fast. And as she wiped the blood from her nose, she kissed him and said, "Frankie, let's do it." To Frankie.
This Frankie guy must be quite the. You're not. I don't have anything prepared for any. Speech! This isn't. I'm a groom at a different wedding. I got cold feet. The other room down the way. She's a horrid monster. Frankie's got a beautiful girl though, and of course, who wouldn't want to marry such a tender, loving guy? Whenever you're crying, he's got a shoulder to cry on, and a Kleenex as a Kleenex delivery man. Now, I can understand the bittersweet way that they met. I understand they might have needed a couple of Kleenex. Their rocky beginning when they being Frankie and his blushing, bruised bride-to-be, when they got into a car accident outside of a court. Hey, love finds a way, everybody. And speaking of bloody collisions, I gotta tell you, maybe my relationship with my wife, she-monster, sorry, I forgot. Maybe we would have been happier together if she wasn't such a bore and was a little bit more spontaneous. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if she had proposed to me, like the way Frankie did, by sliding down a hill very quickly and proposing by secret. Anyway, I don't know him, but he seems like a heck of a guy. Everybody, to Frankie. To Frankie!
Maker,
Can I try again? Okay, actually, I have no idea. What was it?
The second one was they met outside the courthouse right after he got divorced, or she got divorced.
Okay.
Fresh start. And 3, he fell on top of her. Quite surprised.
Yeah. but they can't hear anything. So they're just gonna look and see what their actions are, and then use those actions to create a scene of their own. So I need a location for
Bermuda Triangle.
House.
Dungeon. Wine and spirit. Salem.
Oscar, Walmart on Black Friday.
The moon.
The North Pole.
Crow's Nest.
And the
The
hurricane.
ocean. The deep south.
The
bottom of the ocean.
You guys are on the bottom of the ocean. Okay, lights up.
I'm glad we brought these giant diving suits.
I know, I feel like I'm right out of Bioshock. Look at me. I'm Johnny Topbottom.
Look at all these fantastic fish.
I know what? Look at this one. Oh, I can ride it.
Whoa, wait, hey man, don't ride that thing bareback, you're gonna chafe your diving bottoms.
Of course. Strap that on.
Strap on. You know, there's room for two.
All right.
Man, I'm so hungry, I could go for a lovely fish dinner.
Let me get my diving torch. I'll steer it off the side for you.
It burns so hot, even at the bottom of the ocean.
1,000 degrees. Filet.
Well, let me just get a good bite.
Oh no!
Lights down. Okay. Lights up.
You ready to break that Mustang?
Yeah.
All right.
Once I'm done stomping on all these mice.
Everyone who's boss. Okay. Why don't you get on? Because I'm still sore from the last one.
It's really small.
That's not how you have to hold it. You need to have the.
We should probably wait for it to grow a little older.
Yeah. But you know what? You also need to have like a rope around it. You know, it's got to break all the way around the neck, and then you can hang on to it like that.
All right.
You know what? Why don't I just show you how it's done? This is one heck of a Mustang.
Whoa.
That's tiny.
All right. We went through some mud, so I'm gonna hose it down.
And I'm gonna tag it.
Stick a flag in that Mustang. That one's done.
Let's have a substitute for biscuit and coffee.
Yeah.
Oh God, the coffee's hot! The coffee's hot! The coffee's hot!
Hey, this next game is called TV Theater Film Styles. In this game, Marie and Katayun are going to be doing a scene, but I am going to be periodically changing the genre of scene that they are doing. So what we will need for this is a title of a movie that they're going to be in.
It's so dark.
1001.
Fake titles.
There's no Wi-Fi.
What? Too many coconuts.
You're up.
Too many coconuts? Lisa.
This is like the 30th
I
coconut
can't.
I found
What?
in the trunk.
Stop! Freeze! I'm in here.
I need to empty my car though. I can't drive with all
You
these
got
coconuts.
too many coconuts.
Oh.
Silent film. Police procedural.
Now, I know you threw that coconut. Don't try to deny it.
How do you know that?
It's in your record now, because I've just written it down. This is an open and shut case. You're going downtown, Miss. Now, if you're married, I don't want to assume. Well, if you aren't married, that would be great. Let me undo these handcuffs.
Where did you get the cup?
We
Oh.
save these for later. Well, I mean, I've forgiven you for hitting me with a coconut. That was a really cute.
Need for Speed style racing movie.
Let's just get in my car. It's free of coconuts now. We can go down. We can get married tonight.
George and Catayune are going to be doing a scene together, and Matt and Brendan will be on the side clapping, and when Matt claps, George has to say something different from what he just said before. So George, say something.
Hi, dork. Hi, stork. I hate you more than anything.
And Matt can also change the way George says a thing and modify it. George, say another thing.
You are way too tall and lanky. More hateful. You are way too tall and lanky.
It's not telling you. Now I need a location for these two to be at.
Sub-Saharan Africa.
Inside a whale.
Sub-Saharan Africa, lights up.
So,
It was bad. Gloves were bad.
I mean, I told you. I mean, those at least get the ones without the fingers. Yeah, they were.
I'm not taking them off though because I am committed to fashion. I am committed to getting good grades.
That's great.
On a school trip to Sub-Saharan Africa.
And she told you that if you take off the gloves, that you're in big trouble, mister.
Different thing.
If you don't wear the gloves, she told you that you would be the worst student she's ever had, ever. In her life, ever teaching ever.
She did say that. So I guess we should take some pictures or make a collage or something.
Take something else.
We should take gold or make a collage.
We can make, like, sandcastles.
Greater volume.
We can make sandcastles!
Let's do that. I don't want to get my gloves all sandy, so I'm just gonna, I don't want crabs to pinch me. Just no little sand
There are
crabs.
crabs in here?
Probably. It's a sub-Saharan African sand patch. Famous for their abundance of crabs. I actually did the homework for this class.
Ow! What got my hand? They're so small!
Different body part.
Ah! My kneecap! Oh, my toe! My pinky toe is, oh, it's the worst
I told you
one.
taking off your boots was a terrible idea. I told you coming to Sub-Saharan Africa for a school project involving gold or collages was a bad idea.
I'm not the teacher, but you can go.
Well, yeah, but
she
in the
already
list,
makes it, so
in the
she
list
can
of places to go, you're like, oh, let's do that one. I'm Catayune. I always get my way. Look at me. Toodaloo. Ah!
Different kicking.
Okay, guys, now for our next game, we are going to play living scenery. And so these four lovely men, we will play a game. You two.
We're seeing.
Okay.
We're seeing.
Okay, these two are going to be in a scene and they're going to be acting out a scene like normal, except we don't have any props, so these two will be the props. Let's say they need a hammer. James will become a hammer and like so. Okay, right now we need a location for them, a problem to solve.
The Grinch is stealing Christmas.
We're out of hot chocolate.
The Dark Lord is coming.
Gettysburg College flooding.
I've never been to
We're out of candy.
Yes.
Gettysburg College flooding.
There's not enough Christmas candy.
Oh no. No. What will we do?
We'll find out.
And we need a location.
North Pole.
The South Pole. Singapore.
Antarctica.
The mall on Christmas Eve, and there are no more candy. There is no more. Yeah. English. Okay. Lights up.
I'll get started.
All right. I'll check the mark. I'll check the coupon book.
Okay.
See, they're having sales on everything that's red, green, or white. Very interesting.
That must mean candy.
Yes.
but I don't know. These shelves look pretty bare.
Wait, let me get my glasses out.
Yeah.
I can't see. Yup. Wait, there's no candy there, right?
There is no. That's as far as I'm seeing.
Okay, I don't need your prescription. That's good.
Okay. Crap. The kids at the orphanage, they're gonna want that.
They really need those BCs.
Yeah. You know what?
Let me check my iPhone, see if we can find any more candy.
Okay. Give me a second while I go look through the other aisles.
I'm getting nothing.
This is one of the stands that stands by the register and swivels.
Oh, swivels.
Yeah, it's just not true.
Wait, no, shit. Wait, quick, let me get this quarter. I got it. All right.
That was beautiful.
Okay, we just need 99 more.
Okay.
I'm out of quarters.
I've got one.
Wait, here it comes.
Oh no.
It's so good. All the forms anyway.
There we go.
Oh man, it's got hair on it too.
I don't know. Let's just leave that there.
Wait, if I get this tissue, we'll never know. Let me wipe it off.
That's a good idea. We can just wrap it in the tissue.
Look at that. It's all better now. All right, we've got 2 gumballs. All right, rub together.
Now that's 2 gumballs. Candy canes.
Candy canes.
Isn't there a store in this mall, where they have walking implements? Do you think they would have candy canes?
I think I'm just interested enough to find out.
A wheelchair? It's a candy wheelchair. Oh my God, that can feed at least 40.
Wait, I found a candy cane thing. You know, with the 4 legs, you can't go like, oh.
Oh yeah, one of those 4-legged candy.
4-legged things.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Put it in the shopping cart?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if the shopping cart can hold that much stuff.
I mean, the wheelchair is just.
Okay, the rest we're going to have to carry in our shirts.
Very well.
Lights down.
So, this is our last game of the calendar year.
Calendar man!
This is one of our favorite games. It is called If You Know What I Mean. So, James and I... James, who's on the pad? Oh, the pad! We are going to come around and get random inputs from you guys of jobs, things, occupations, events, whatever. And we are going to make, this is the only time we're trying to do this, the only time that we make sexual innuendos. But they're tasteful. So, we are going to come around and we are going to get some random inputs, so just yell stuff at us.
Ghost Rider, New Machines, Circus. Raining outside. Sombrero.
Civil War. Civil War. The Civil War.
into many things.
Now's the time where I saw you in half.
It's still alive.
Now I'll break out of these chains in a minute, and then I'll have my way with you.
For this one, I will need a member of the audience.
Nothing up my sleeve. Nothing in my pockets. I swore I had a condom.
It only works if you say the magic words.
If you know what I mean, trains.
It's coming!
That's beautiful! Chugga, 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 chugga.
We're not gonna fit in that tunnel.
It's just so old and outdated.
I'm sorry, the only place we can fit you in is in the caboose.
Yeah, we can't do this. Those tracks are too slick.
Why is it always late?
If you know what I mean, UPS delivery man.
Can I get you to sign?
Hey, I got a package for you.
Oh, it's broken. If it fits, it ships.
Hey kid, is your mom home?
Careful, it's fragile.
If you know what I mean, the factory.
Every day it's the same.
I think maybe this time we should all work together.
Today's the day I'm gonna get my raise.
So, back to 0 days without a workplace accident.
I lost my fingers doing this.
Since the advent of the assembly line, orgies have never been more efficient.
They're gonna dock my pay.
You are going to have the, if you know what I mean, the circus.
It only comes once a year!
Come on, guys, we can all fit in.
Back! Back! Look at that! It dances!
Watch as I fit my head inside. Watch as I jump in from a great height.
Watch as I do it through a ring of fire!
Hey, sniff my flower.
And now for the acrobatic stunts of the great flying Luigi!
And this time we'll do it without a net.
Barnum and Bailey?
If you know what I mean, last minute Christmas shopping.
are always so many people here.